What's going on, Q Crew? Welcome back to another dosage of Q Pilled. And in this dose right here, a woman goes viral on TikTok for holding herself accountable and acknowledging the reduced sexual market value that she's now experiencing and admitting that Kevin Samuels was right all along. But before we get into it, y'all already know the drill. Like, share, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and share this content with your colleagues, your friends, and your peers. Let them get a dose of this shit as well. Let's do it. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this video. Don't know this woman. This woman is a TikToker. She says she's not an influencer or anything like that. Just a woman who wanted to have, quote unquote, have a therapeutic session and share with her followers about how Kevin Samuels was right when it comes to hitting the wall, reduce sexual market value, and making poor dating decisions that later catches up to them. And I think it's a good representation of what a lot of modern women are going to experience. She's not going to be the only one. She's currently not the only one. I think this is going to be highly prevalent amongst modern women in the future. Let's take a look at the video.
Let me just say thank y'all. It was a lot of support from the men, and I'm not a pick me, but fellas, I do have to agree with Kevin Samuels because it hit me yesterday what he was talking about. And even though y'all, I didn't like how Kevin was talking to women, and at first I was like, what you mean what I bring to the table? I am the table. No, you're not. No, you're not. And that's okay. That's okay. Because I have to be honest with myself, y'all, and accountability. And it hurts. It hurts being honest with yourself, y'all. I'm not going to lie to you. This is not a pity page, y'all, but accountability hurts. And I know that's the first step. And I realized last night, y'all, I just had a moment. And I'm not one of those people that be crying for the camera and stuff, y'all. But I just had a moment. And I was like, bitch, you fucked up. Let me say this, y'all. When I said I'm not the table, do not be confused, okay? Not meaning, y'all, that, like, I can't get a man, that a man wouldn't want me or something like that, y'all. When I said I'm not the table, like, I realized, y'all, that's why I was crying yesterday. Because it's like, what could I offer a man? Genuinely. I'm talking about take looks, take coochie, take a body, take all that stuff off the table. And at the end of the day, what could I offer a man? I don't have nothing for you, baby. I really don't. I got trauma. I got motherfucking issues. I got mental health issues. I got a kid. I got some motherfucking debt. I don't have nothing to offer you. And who want that? Nobody. Because it's the same shit we be saying we don't want from men, right? And so, y'all, for me, I can't speak on other women. I can't speak on other men. This is not a relationship page. This is just therapy for me to be able to be vulnerable and share shit with people unedited. Because when I was making curated content in my nice ass apartment with my makeup and filters and all that shit, nobody was engaging. Oh, it's just another cute girl. She ain't fucking a rapper. She ain't on the shade room. Pass. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. So when I say I'm not the table, because I'm not. I'm just not. And to be honest with you, y'all, I'm not good at being in a relationship because a bitch like me just know how to use and manipulate men because I've been operating in survival for a very, very long time. And men taught me at a very young age that my body equaled survival, that I could use what I got to get what I want. I'm not blaming men for that because that's the route I chose because it was way easier than to go to college and sit there for 4 years and fucking stress. And now, I'm like, well, damn, bitch, I'm older now. I'm a little heavier now. So, maybe I should have rethought them hot girl years. Or maybe if I was going to be a hot girl, I should have had a motherfucking exit strategy. That's all.
Let's give her a round of applause. Everybody give her a hand clap right now. We got to give her a hand clap because we know women and accountability don't mix. We know it's like oil and water. We know accountability coming out of their mouth is like brushing their teeth after drinking orange juice. But she held herself accountable, and I'm glad she came to that realization. Now, y'all heard her say she had trauma. She had, using her body to get what she want, the Players Club. Some of us got to use what we got to get what we want. That classic line from the Players Club. understanding that she used up her early years, her youthful stages, being a hoe and making poor sexual decisions, and not assessing the long-term risks of the decisions that she make, which is highly prevalent amongst modern women today. We notice that women, they tend to think they can live life and do whatever they want, engage in whatever behaviors they want to engage in, and they don't gauge the long-term risks or the long-term outcomes, just how detrimental it can be when they do these things. And then what they end up finding out is that later on down the line, when that wall hits, that wall is what humbles them. I always say, nothing humbles women like Father Time. When that wall hits, most women start to come to the realization that the decisions that they made were probably pretty pernicious. And it's nothing they can do about it because their time has passed, and it's time for a new era of women to make those same mistakes and then go through that same cycle all over again. Now, I know the first clip was kind of fast, so I want to break it down for you. I'm going to read it to you guys real quick, what it said. It was just a 14-second clip on TikTok, and I know most people wouldn't be able to read that fast unless you actually follow her on TikTok or saw the video. So she said, when you're 35 and realize them hot girl years didn't get you shit but felonies and a baby, you're still trying to recoup losses because you didn't build a career or go the good girl route, and now you're overweight, a single mother, and depressed. I fucked up. And that's deep, because a lot of these women are overweight. The average American woman is overweight. The average Western woman is overweight. And then a lot of women are depressed. I mean, the depression rates are at an all-time high amongst women, and especially, chasing these careers, being career women, you'll find that the depression rates typically increase when these women with professional careers or doing something that makes under $100,000 a year, and they're single mothers and they're not married. They're typically the unhappiest demographic of women. So this is big time, because as women know, your youthful stages is where your sexual market value is at its peak. Women's sexual market value is optimal, between ages 19 and 23. From after that, it's on a steady decline, and by the time they hit 30, that wall is waiting there to humble their ass. And a lot of them don't come to that realization until they're actually in that situation. Some of them will feed themselves bullshit, the motivational talk. Well, there's still time. I haven't found the right man for me, yada, 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 all that bullshit, without realizing that the right man for them would be a highly desired man with options, and that man is typically going to choose the younger, more attractive women, especially if they're overweight, single mothers, bad attitudes. They disqualify themselves. And actually, what y'all heard her say in the last part of the video with the traumas and using her body to get what she want and using and manipulating men, that's the average black woman, for real, for real. The average black woman is all of those things. So I'm glad she said that, because that can be extrapolated to the mindset and the attitude of the average black American woman, because that's what a lot of black American women do. And you heard her say, who wants that? And you'll notice that corresponds to the fact that they're the least desired group of women, with a 75% single motherhood rate, with only 1 in 4 getting married, and their odds of actually getting married or remarried are actually lower than any other demographic, including black men. So when you guys factor all that stuff into the equation, you see pretty quickly that Father Time humbles women. And I'm glad. I'm glad. But why is it that they have to learn the hard way? Why is it that reality has to teach their ass? Because when guys like me try to tell them this shit, they think I'm being misogynistic or sexist or that I hate women. And in reality, I'm trying to help you get a better outcome in your dating circumstances. This shit is a science. It's math. It's calculable. It's going to happen. You do enough of the shit that men find repugnant, and you're going to end up without a man. And it's going to be sooner than you think. I mean, the way time flies and the way women just think they can just waste their years doing whatever it is that they want to do, and not think that they're going to have to pay the price for it, or think that a man is just going to accept them with all the baggage and all the emotional and mental trauma that they have, that they bring to the table. And y'all notice she said, I'm not the table. She realized that now. But when Kevin was alive, she was saying, I don't like the way he talked to women. But at the end of the day, we got to talk to women this way, because when we talk to women this way, we're letting them know how reality is going to let them know when it's time for reality to let them know. And that's what they don't understand. You get upset because I deliver something in a harsh way. Just imagine how harsh it's going to be when reality teach your ass. Imagine what it's going to be like when you hit that wall harder than my words hit you. The way I delivered it and my tone is going to be the last thing you're concerned with. You're going to be upset with yourself that you didn't take heed when I told you. This, as I said, this is going to be a lot more modern women. Y'all just wait, because it's coming. And I hear it often. You know, I coach women on a daily basis, and I hear it quite often. I see it. I observe it. They have to learn the hard way. And you can't have but so much sympathy for them, because at the end of the day, they put themselves in these situations by not listening, by not being open and receptive to learning about male nature, understanding male nature, and learning to be compatible with a man, learning to be interdependent, learning to coexist with men. So they do this to themselves. I hope a lot of women saw that video, and I hope a lot of women take heed. Because if they don't, reality and father time, that wall, will be humbling a lot more of you women the same way it did this one. Nothing humbles a woman like father time. Nothing humbles women like father time. I catch y'all on the next dose of the Q Pill. I'm Suave Q, aka the Q Pill. Over and out.